Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about what is DBMS. DBMS we completed, nothing. This is what the DBMS is. If anyone is asking you what is DBMS, you can tell them what is DBMS. So this is a DBMS is an interface or interface between user and the database. And with the help of DBMS, you can perform this many operations, right? You can create database table, database memory, creating tables, inserting data, update, reading, and deleting data. And so we know where the DBMS, the location of the DBMS is. You cannot talk to the database directly. So instead of that, so there is a layer designed especially for the users to talk to the database indirectly. So you communicate whatever you want to DBMS. This DBMS will ensure that whatever you are communicating is conveyed to the database. So that is why DBMS is called as an interface or a mediator. And again, the communication language is SQL language, right? So we have seen that with this restaurant example. So if you go as a customer and the customer is a user, right? And the waiter is just like what? Waiter is just like DBMS. So you place orders to the waiters. Waiter takes your orders and he do what? He goes to the kitchen and he ensures that your order is getting delivered as per your requirement. Right here, the kitchen is a database. So this is the best example that you can understand what the DBMS is, why it is called as an interface, right? And again, we have discussed about the types of DBMS models. You have HDMS, HDBMS, and you have NDBMS, right? And these models are outdated. These are the first set of models that was introduced for the DBMS. After that, the concept of relational database management system was introduced. And here, if you see, okay, this is divided into two types. One is DBMS and second one is OODBMS. Okay, this OODBMS is what? Object Relational Database Management System, right? So whatever the data that you want to store, you can store that in the form of table. Table comes into the picture in OODBMS, right? Again, database. What is a database? A database is a collection of tables. And again, what is a table? Table is a collection of rows and columns. Again, what is a row? Group of columns. So we have seen these things yesterday in actions, right? And what is a column? It is also called as a attribute or field where you can store data. And SQL language is mandatory. We will understand the SQL language as well going forward, right? And the database that comes under ORDBMS. You can say it like ORDBMS, that is fine. Like, or else you can also say it like it is just RDBMS, no issues. And both acronyms are as valid as both, right? And the next one is object oriented. When you say oriented means you don't use SQL languages. So that's why these databases are called as NoSQL databases. Instead of SQL language, data will be stored instead of tables. It will be stored instead of like objects. Example: MongoDB, Cassandra, etc. So in the real-time application, Oracle, if you understand Oracle, it is already that you have understood SQL Server as well, MySQL. Only the minor changes will be there. So this is what the discussion about yesterday in the yesterday session. So today we will start installing the MySQL, what we call it as the Oracle software, and I will help you with installation steps. Before even installing that, let us try to understand about different versions of Oracle first. Right? There are many versions in the market. People will often get confused what version one has to choose to install. Okay? So Oracle. So what are the topics? There are only 6 topics we have, right? Topic number one, DBMS. DBMS is completed. It is just the theory part, nothing else. DBMS is an interface between user and the database. That's it. And we have discussed so many things on top of DBMS. So what is the topic 2 that we have to cover? Oracle. Oracle means installation will come into the picture. So many things are under the Oracle topic. What is the third topic? Remember all these topics. Third topic is SQL. Topic 3 is what? SQL. The complete structured query language. What is the fourth topic? Okay, we have denormalization and normalization for ER diagrams and normalization for ER diagrams. We'll understand this one by one. What is the fifth topic? PLSQL. Advanced SQL is called as PLSQL. What is the last one? Dynamic SQL. 6. Dynamic SQL. So there are many subsets. There will be many number of subsets or subtopics and under each and every topic. Let us see about Oracle. Okay. Now the Oracle. Oracle versions, we will understand about Oracle versions. We will also understand about what? Not only Oracle versions, you will understand so many things here. Oracle. Okay. The first point is, it is an RDBMS product. RDBMS, or you can also say it like ORDBMS. Object Relational Database Management System. Both are one and the same. You can say it as a tool. You can also say it as what? Software. Right? So these are the two things that you can say. The second thing is, it was basically introduced in the year 1979, but from 1979 there are so many versions has been released till date. There has been many versions released in the market till date. We will understand each and every version, and we will understand what are the significant effects in inside every version in detail. Oracle Corporation in 1979. Okay. Third one is, basically this Oracle is used to store data. What data? If I ask you data, it is storing data, but what kind of data it is storing? It is going to store the data that is going to be permanent. See guys, in any computer system, if you take if you take any system, if you take a computer, definitely there are two storage areas, two major storage areas I can say. Okay, one is what? One is the RAM, random access memory. Okay, this is the temporary storage area. To process any kind of application, there should be a temporary memory. That temporary memory is what? RAM. So RAM is just like, it consumes memory and it releases the memory, consumes memory and releases the memory as per the requirement. If you're running an application, a temporary memory is required. The temporary memory will be taken care by the RAM. If you open a Facebook, okay, lot of contents will be loaded inside the Facebook, right? Lot of contents in the sense, you cannot really store all the data if it has to be a permanent one. You get lot of notifications, you get lot of updates, you get lot of what we call it as videos, you get lot of images. If you ever have to store, if the Facebook runs, like, only if you store all this in your system, then only you can use the Facebook. Then you cannot even use the Facebook because lot of memory is there. You get notification from lot of subscribers. You might be having lot of subscriptions. Okay, each and every video would have at least 4 MB, 5 MB. Even each and every shorts would have minimum size of 4 MB, like that. Okay, you may come across many short videos, you may come across many long videos, you may come across many memory, but the size of the screen. Okay, so if you are seeing the screens, okay, the first page is showing you 2 videos and 1 picture. According to that, the memory will be consumed temporarily in the RAM. Something like, say, that 10 MB of memory will be consumed. And if you are moving to the next page, okay, the consumed memory will be released. The consumed memory will be released. And if you say that in the next page you have some other stories that may consume 20 MB of memory. Okay, if you keep scrolling, okay, the things that you see, the memory will be consumed only for that temporarily. Later it will be released, right? But What ROM is like what? Something like I can say that your hard disk is the ROM, permanent memory. You want to store something permanently, then ROM is required. Hard disk, example hard disk. Random access memory, I mean memory gets accessed randomly. ROM is one read-only memory, permanent memory. Let me delete this. Let it be there, no issues. What is the third point? Oracle database. Oracle database is used to store data or information permanently. This hard disk, inside the hard disk. Third point. The fourth major point is, and it is not like Oracle has some set of restrictions. But there are no restrictions because it can be installed or it can be deployed in any platform, any computer platform. Okay? Please be informed that Oracle can be deployed in any platform. Deployment means also called as installation. Oracle can be deployed or installed in any platform. So there are no restrictions for the Oracle. So the fifth point is by the follow-up statement could be like it is the platform independent database. It is the platform independent database. So when I say what is platform, okay, people who are new to understand what is platform here. The platform is nothing but the combination of the operating system. So in your computer, definitely if you want to describe about your computer, what you would say, sir, my computer is working on Windows operating system, Windows OS, and it has several hardware components, right? And one of the hardware component is like it is using Intel processor. Is using Intel processor, and you can keep talking about the hardware specifications. Okay? It is not only about the processor. There are so many things. There is an hard disk, right? Okay, there is also an RAM. Okay, so internally, the hardware devices. When you are talking about the hardware devices, so many hardware devices comes into the picture. But if you see the combination of the operating system and the combination of the hardware device, okay, you also have what processor, also have what microprocessor. This combination is called as a platform. As simple as that. Okay? And if I'm asking, if I'm asking Sudhir, what kind of platform is your computer is? Then Sudhir might be saying, sir, my computer is working upon the Mac operating system. Right, and he might be giving his the hardware specification according to the Mac operating system. He would say the hardware specification something like Ryzen processor or Mac processor, whatever it is. Okay, and the combination of the operating system and the hardware components is again a platform. They ask you if this platform is same as this platform. No, both are different platforms. But if you want to install the Oracle database, or if you want to install the Oracle software, okay, the Oracle software is like no matter what platform that you are going to use, I am always ready to be installed. I am always okay to get installed, even if it is the Windows, even if this is this platform, no issues, or even if it is the Mac operating system platform, no issues. I will be open to any platform. It's not like I have some restrictions or I have some specifications. I am open to any platform. I'm okay to get installed or I'm okay to get deployed in any platform. That's why it's called as what? Platform independent database. Making sense? That's why it is called as what? Platform independent database. Okay, this database is okay with this, okay with this. No issues. There are no specific restrictions. Okay. So again, the real time also, in the real time example, if I say platform dependent, okay, let us say what are the what does it really mean when you say platform dependent? Platform dependent. So let us say that to understand this, at the time of the Oracle introduction, it was introduced in the year 1979, isn't it? At the time of Oracle software introduction, there was a popular language. There was a popular language that was coming into the market, that was making news in the market, which is what? C programming language. Okay, so the C programming language was used to develop some applications, some software, some games, some things which was very popular in those days, very popular. Okay. So the C programming language was very much advanced programming language during 1970s. In 1970s, this language is very much advanced. They're seeing the things as a surprise. Whatever the application that you can develop from the C programming language, that is just like discovering surprise every single day. It was a big surprise. It was very much advanced programming language in those days. But what is the only drawback with the C programming language is, if you are writing any code by using the C programming language, for example, let us say that this is the simple code. This code has been written in the C programming language, right? You are writing it once. Okay. And also imagine that this code was written. This code is written in the Windows. So those days, there is no concept of Windows operating system. There were many operating system, Linux I can say, Unix I can say. Windows was not there in the market. If you're writing code in any operating system, you can run that code only in that specific operating system, right? So let us assume that if you're writing in A operating system, an operating system called as what? A operating system, AOS. Okay, the code is written in the A operating system, and the same code has to be executed in the A operating system, AOS. Okay, writing in the same operating system and executing also executing in the same operating system. You cannot cross run it in a different operating system. If you are writing it in AOS, okay, please ensure that you are running it in the AOS, executing it in the AOS. So this language is platform dependent programming language. Platform dependent. Okay. Since you cannot really compare the programming language with the database, but the database was released by saying that it is a platform independent. So that is one of the advantage for this Oracle database. Still, you cannot directly compare these two things because both are different entities. This is a language and this is a database. But it is an added advantage when you say something as, especially in the computer world, when you say something as platform independent. This is very powerful word. When you say something as platform independent, it is an added advantage. You say something as when you say something as, okay, I am a platform independent programming, I have developed a platform independent programming language. Very much added advantage. Very powerful word. In those days, it is very powerful word. To overcome this, there are some after 1990s, they have introduced some programming languages, which is what? Platform dependent programming language. Not only C, guys, not only C programming languages. There are many programming languages in those days. There are about 50 to 60 programming languages. So C is one among them. You have COBOL. Okay? You have something like Pascal. You have Fortran. You have You also have C++. It was late. It was the advanced version of C, nothing else. Okay, they are part of platform dependent programming language. But in 1990s, after 1990s, some languages has been introduced as platform independent. The popularity of programming languages has been increased. When you say any language is platform independent, okay, so you can write that code in one machine. Let us say that if you're writing it in Windows OS, the code is being written in Windows OS, okay, and for the execution you can run it in anywhere. You can run it in any operating system, not only Windows. You can also run it in where you can run it in Linux operating system, you can run it in Unix operating system, you can run it in Mac operating system. You're writing the piece of code in the Windows OS, but you are able to run this in any operating system after the compilation. Okay, so there are programming languages that are called as platform independent or Java, Python. You have .NET, etc., etc. Ruby, all the latest programming languages. Okay, so Oracle is what? Oracle is also a platform independent database. That's what I mean to say. Okay, after saying this, okay, now we have understood what is Oracle. And if you talk about the Oracle versions, so let me give you platform independent and platform dependent. This is also important. Platform dependent. Okay. What is platform dependent? Please be informed that supports only one operating system example. What are the examples? C programming language, C++, COBOL, okay, etc. And with any microprocessor or with any hardware setup. Okay. What is a platform independent? Supports any operating system with any hardware setup. Example, Java, Python. That's it. That's it about platform dependency and platform independency. Let's push this as a detail. Okay. Now let us get into the actual topics. Right? Since Oracle is the platform independent database, it can be used to install in any platforms. You can install it in any platforms. You can install it in any platforms. You can install or deploy it in any platforms. Or in any platforms like Windows, Mac operating system, or Linux operating system, Unix operating system, Solaris, etc. Windows, Mac, Linux, Unix, Solaris, etc. You can install it in any operating system. Okay. Now very important topic: versions of Oracle. What is it? Versions of Oracle. Really important, this one. How many Oracle versions are there? If you ask me about the Oracle versions, okay, in the market there are many versions. Students are always confused what version they have to learn. Okay, from beginning 1979, Oracle has released versions starting from Oracle 2, Oracle 2 to Oracle 21C. Okay, so Oracle 2. So Oracle 1 is that it was not released officially. From Oracle 2 to Oracle 21C. 21C. Why this many versions are there in the market? And also not only about the versions, there are several editions as well. There are, apart from the versions, there is a concept of Oracle editions. That is something different. And apart from Oracle editions, there is also a concept of Oracle Cloud. But this is a different picture. What are all these things? We are going to see it one by one. Today we are going to get the complete clarity about the Oracle Cloud editions and what is Oracle edition and what is the Oracle. And again we have Oracle database options also. Database options. Oracle database options you have. Oracle database cloud editions you have. Database cloud edition you have. Cloud editions you have. Okay, Oracle versions you have. Right? And after this you have what? Oracle database editions. Okay, and Oracle versions. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You will get the complete picture about Oracle if you understand this. Get the complete picture. So from 1979, okay, so you have Oracle versions, you have Oracle database editions, you have Oracle database cloud editions, you have Oracle database options. Let us understand what are the Oracle editions, versions of Oracle. Okay, pay some attention here. Versions of Oracle. Versions of Oracle. Which version is a popular version and which version we are going to learn? Okay, why many versions are introduced? What is the actual reason behind the scenes? You will understand one by one. In the first version, it was introduced in the year 1979. So we are going back to the year 1979. Okay, they have developed a database called the Oracle database, and the version was like 1.0. Okay, but they did not release this version to the public. They did not commercialize this version. Okay, it was just used in the corporation itself. It was not released to the public, not a public release. It was not a public release. Okay, even though there was a version Oracle 1.0, but it is not a public release. Okay, and after in 1980s, especially in the year 1980, they have just upgraded the version from 1.0 to Oracle Oracle 2.0, 2.2. Okay. So this is the very public release version, and you know it is commercialized completely. It is a completely commercial version, and they have released this with some basic SQL functionalities. In those days, the database was this database was introduced. Okay, along with the database, they also said that this is a database which is going to use what? Which is going to use the SQL language. So there was a good demand for SQL language also that time. So when you have a database that is going to going to understand the SQL language, right? So it is just like it is just like a kind of a very good thing in those days, because some people, they know the SQL language is used in many platforms, and Oracle is one of the database which is also using SQL, means it was an added advantage in those days. Okay, so they have given what? They have given what? First, it was the first release. That's why in the interview room, what is the first release in the Oracle? You should say Oracle 2.0 is the first release. Then what about 1.0? 1.0 is not a first release because it was not publicly released. It was used for the corporation itself. Okay. First published release. Or I can say first public release. Okay, with what? With basic SQL functionalities. With basic SQL, with basic SQL functionalities. Okay, now after this, after some years, after a gap of 2 years, I think 1982. In the year 1982, now the new version came. It is Oracle 3.0. Oracle 3.0. So this Oracle 3.0 says, okay, even though there is one of the major releases 2.0, this 3.0 is as a little advantage. What is the little advantage? It is the first portable release. When I say portable, then the carrying this Oracle database, carrying in the sense not physically, carrying the database, transporting the database from one system to another system, installing the database in one system, okay, and migrating the database from one system to another system. I am talking about the concept of portability. The portability concept was introduced in the year introduced in the year 1982 with the version of Oracle 3.0. So you can say that the 3.40 is a version which is very much portable. Portable means doing migrations or transferring from one system to another system. Okay? The portable concept has come into the picture. First portable database. Okay, and in the year 1984, nothing. Okay, we will be seeing each and everything in detail. But what are the added functionalities in each and every version that we are understanding? That's it. Okay, Oracle 4.0 is there. 4.0. Oracle 4.0. Okay, they have introduced the concept of what? The consistency. Okay, what consistency? The read consistency. If I want to give you the simple example about read consistency, I will tell you why. It's not really required to learn this because we will be learning this once again. Introduce read consistency. So what is a read consistency is in the real-time example. Okay, let us say that you are taking a picture, you're taking a photo, or you're taking a photo of a landscape. Okay, let me say that you are standing on the top of the building. Let us say that you are standing on Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Right? Burj Khalifa. I don't know spelling is wrong. Correct me. Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Right? If you are standing on top of this building, let us say that this is you. You are standing here and you want to take a photograph. But if you want to take a photograph, you will find this particular landscape. Okay, and everything around you is not a consistency. Everything around you, you see automobiles are moving, you see people are moving, you see birds are flying, you see so many things that are not they're not static. Everything around you is a dynamic. Everything is a moving. But the moment when you capture the picture, when the moment when the picture is captured, when the photo is taken by using the camera, okay, at that particular second, of time, at that particular second, while the moment of capturing the photo is captured, but at that particular second, everything is static, everything is standstill. At one or the if you take the smallest time, in not in seconds, in 0.0000001 second, okay, at one point everything has to be static in nature. So the photo will be captured at that point because lot of frames will be circulated inside the camera. Likewise, even in the database, data won't remain static forever. Right? Data is always dynamic. Today you will update something. Today your balance will be 1000. Tomorrow balance will be 100, and again, so day after tomorrow balance will be 10. If you're talking about tomorrow's, or if you're talking about the time span of 24 hours, okay, this is how it is going to change dynamically. But sometimes there are data, it is going to change in seconds, in nanoseconds, in microseconds. microseconds, in what we call it as in femtoseconds or in picoseconds, right? At that point, if you want to read data, at that point, if you want to read some data, okay, you want to read some data at a specific time. This is you want to read a data in the database at a specific time. This is a database. Database keeps changing. Data is not consistent. Data will be changing from time to time. Nowadays, the data is changing in nanoseconds. It is just like your application is going to capture of data at that particular point of time, right? Even though you're capturing the data at that particular point of time, the data should be valid at that particular point of time. For example, if you are trying to capture the data at 8 a.m., okay, so changes are happening in the database from morning 6 a.m. The changes keeps happening at 8 a.m. exactly at that 8 a.m. the data in the database. What is the actual data exactly at the 8 a.m. exactly at the 8 a.m. You're reading the data exactly at the 8 a.m. but the data should be consistent. It is not like, okay, you have placed a request at 8 a.m. but the data is getting generated at 1 a.m. I mean, you are getting the data that is generated at 1 a.m. or let us say that 8 a.m. some nanoseconds. Okay, let us say that 8 a.m. and some 25 seconds. If it is 8 a.m., you should get the data exactly that has happened at the 8 a.m. But if there are some changes in the time, even if it is in seconds, it is possible that the data is not consistent. In the bank, you are applying for a passbook. What you expect? You expect last 2 months transactions. That is completely fine because the time gap is more. Don't get any inconsistent data. But if you talk about inconsistency, it can happen in the nanoseconds or milliseconds. That is what read consistency. The concept of read consistency has been introduced so that the accurate information at that particular point of time can be captured. If there is any delay while placing the request and getting the response, you may be getting incorrect data, which because you're capturing the future data, not the data that you are actually looking for. Okay, these things will be understood very much clearly in the application development, right? This is just a picture I am giving. What is a read consistency? You might be thinking I'm just giving what is what. It is not like that. We will understand each and everything in detail after Oracle installation. And the next one is in 1984, and again in 1985, client server architecture is introduced. 1985. Okay, Oracle 5.0. Okay, there is a concept of they have introduced client server architecture. This client server architecture is nothing like you can have database anywhere. Okay, you can have database anywhere. Let us say that this database is somewhere in Hyderabad. Okay, and you can have a client anywhere. Let us say that this client is somewhere in Chennai. Client. So it is not like it is. I'm not talking about the distance. Database can be set up in any system. Any system. It is not specifically in the same system. It can be set up in any system. It is also called as what? Server. Okay, this is client. Client can be user. So let us say that in your room there are multiple systems. You have 10 operating systems, 10 machines. Okay. The database can be installed on the 10th machine, but you can operate on that database from first machine. That is called as what? Client server architecture. It is not like both has to be in the same machine. Okay, this can be in a different machine and this can be in the different machine through the networking operation, through the networking. You connect it physically. That is called as what? Client server architecture. So this was introduced in the year 1985. This is also an added advantage, right? And we have something like Oracle 1988. I think Oracle 6.0. In the 6.4, you see till 5.0, they have been using only one language, which is SQL language. From 6.4, they have also said that, hey, we have a new future. Now from now onwards, from 6.0 onwards, 6.0 onwards, you can start using what? SQL and PLSQL. PLSQL. This is the advanced SQL. This was introduced. Okay. And again, we have in the 1992 Oracle 7.0. In the Oracle 7.4, there are some major functionalities, guys. Very, very popular functionalities. Popular in the sense you are also, we are going to use that from day after tomorrow onwards. After installing the software, we are also going to use that. Okay, they have introduced the functionalities like major functionalities like integrity constraints. You know what is data integrity? Okay. And also there is a, they have changed the data type. So there is a data type in Oracle called varchar. Okay, varchar data type. But this varchar data type has some limitations. So they have changed this varchar data type to varchar2. Varchar2. I'll tell you what is varchar. Okay. If I tell you now, you will not understand this. At the time of after installation, we will come across this in the data types. Okay. And also they have introduced some things like triggers and stored procedures. These are the topics that we'll be discussing in the future. Stored procedures, and they have discussed like functions and triggers. These are the things that was introduced in what? In 7.0. Okay. So now we are in 1997. So let us go back to 1997. After a gap of about 5 years, new edition came, new version came, Oracle 8.0 came. So in the Oracle 8.0, so they have started object-oriented futures. Object-oriented futures has been introduced, especially in Oracle 8.0. Okay. And there is a concept called tables partitioning. Tables are already there. Tables partitioning. Tables partitioning. Okay. And so these two concepts, these two major concepts were introduced in Oracle 8.0. What is table partitioning? Just imagine it like, if you have a big table, this big table is going to have a lot of rows and columns. You will divide this big table in small pieces of tables. Small pieces of table for to fulfill our requirement. So there will be a big data, there will be huge amount of data in one table. You will just partition it. We'll just partition it so that all the individual tables will be having the small amount of data. So this is an added advantage when we start learning, when we start developing Oracle softwares. It is an added advantage. Why we are dividing the big table into the small table? Okay, to deal with the data accurately. Okay, this concept is called as what? Tables partitioning. Okay, this is one of the features that is introduced in 1997 in 8.0 version. Don't worry about these things. Everything we will discussing in detail. I'm telling you why this many versions are there in Oracle. Each and every topic we will go into detail. Even though if you understand today or if you don't understand today, okay, there will be no issues because we will be repeating it once again in detail. I'm just giving you a kind of what? Syllabus kind of thing. Oracle 8. So this I stands for what? I stands for internet. I stands for 8. I stands for what? Internet. Okay, in the 8.I version, they have introduced things like roll-up operations. Okay, and the columns, the size of the columns has been increased. Previously, there was a limitation. In the previous version, there was limitations, but columns per table has been increased to. Increased to 1000. You have columns, right? So there were some limitations for the columns that was increased up to 1000. And you have what after 1999 there is some gap. In 2001 they've introduced Oracle 9i. I stands for internet. When you say internet, it is like you can use this in the web applications. Oracle 9i. Okay, they have introduced concepts like joins concepts. Okay, you will understand this when we are learning what are joins. So rename joins concept. You can say ANSI joins, renaming columns, etc. Right, and let's go to 2024. Okay, so there is a Oracle called Oracle 10G. Okay, 10G, G stands for Grid Technologies. Grid Technologies. Grid Technologies. Okay, so from here only they have started introducing the admin side operations. Okay, introduced what admin side operations. Okay, they have introduced something like regular expressions, and they have introduced like flashback queries. Okay, clauses are also introduced here. Okay, so many things has been introduced. These are the major ones, right? And in 2005 Oracle 11G is introduced. Oracle 11G. Okay, G stands for Grid Technologies. Okay, and you have concepts like read-only tables, virtual tables, read-only tables, virtual tables. Okay, and you can disable. You can also use what? You can also use the integer data type from this. Okay, integer data type. The concept of integer data type has been introduced. Okay, and the concept of disabling triggers also introduced. Disabling. So many things are introduced. Don't worry, what are these triggers? What are this integer data types? What is this virtual tables? Okay, we will understand this thing after the Oracle installation. This is a topic that is 1 minute, guys. 1998, 2001, 2004. Okay, this is 2000, not 5, 2007. Okay, and here we go, 2013. Directly, we are jumping into 2013. 2013. Okay. Something new happened here. Oracle 12. 12C stands for what? Cloud technology. Cloud technologies. Okay. So you can do things like truncating table, okay, and cascading table. Okay, and also you can create multiple indexes. Okay, and there is a concept was introduced, auto increment for the primary key. Auto increment. Everything will be discussed in detail. Okay, and we have something like Oracle 13 version is there, and Oracle 18 and Oracle 18C and Oracle 19C. So Oracle 18C was introduced in the year 2018. The year 2018. Oracle 18C. Okay, C stands for what? C is standing for cloud tech. Okay, and here you have concept like polymorphic table functions, active direction integrations, active directory integration. It's important. Directory. Okay, and Oracle 19 or 2019. Okay, Oracle 19C. 19C. Here you have concepts like active data guard, DML redirections. There are so many concepts, index creation, queries on objects in Oracle 19C. So we are going to understand, we are going to cover what is till Oracle 19C we are going to cover. Okay, the concepts are like the active data guard, DML redirection, and you have like automatic index creation, and also you can also do something like SQL queries on object stores. Okay, I don't want to give everything in detail, but these are the major thing. Okay, you can take this also. You can take SQL queries. Okay, and the latest version in the market now is Oracle 21C. The year 2021, I think, was introduced in the year 2021. Is what? Oracle 21C. 21C, not 21. It was introduced in the end of 2020. Oracle 2020. Oracle 21C. This is the latest version. The latest version, very latest version. Okay, but one thing here is majority of the industry is using Oracle 19C. Even though this is the latest version. Why? Because the fulfillment is happening in 19C itself. Even though this has some good features, it is completely, all the companies are fulfilled with 19C itself. They want to migrate to the new database. It is a cost effective, not cost effective. It is the time consuming and a lot of resources. They need lot of resources who already know Oracle 21C, and the team, the database team, the database developers, they are already good with 19C. If the company needs to choose from 19C to 21C, it means they need to train all the developers who know only 19C. Okay, and also in the application wise, it is going to be what? Cost consuming. They need to do a lot of purchases. When the time is consumed, the cost is going to get increased. That's why every company is standardized and it is like sticking to Oracle 19C. Even though this is the latest version, even not only in Oracle, any platform, any software platform, they don't do the migration just like that. If something is getting introduced in the market, they don't purchase that. They don't go after that, because there will be some consequences, because they don't know the actual behavior of the latest version in the real-time applications. They don't know the actual behavior. Only if the few companies started migrating, based upon their feedback, they start to do the migration. If not, they will remain. If they are happy with 19C, they are going to be happy with that itself, even though no matter how many versions are getting released in the market. If their work is getting fulfilled with 19C itself, they are okay with that. Right now, if you see, so guys, if you are knocking out of the meeting room, please rejoin. The class will be for 10 more minutes. That's it. This many versions are there from 1979. This many Oracle versions are there. 1.0. We will learn everything. Okay, if you see, I have said something like read consistency. We will also learn these things in detail. I have also said the board and introducer client server architecture. It is just like syllabus. We will learn these things also. We are learning PLSQL. We are going to learn integrity constant. We are going to learn this varchar 2, and we are going to learn this role of operations. We are going to learn this table partitioning and object oriented futures, truncating, cascading. Everything will be learned. No topic will be missed in this course. Okay, I'm just saying how many versions are there. Okay, and what is the meaning of I? 8I means internet, 10G means grid technology, C means cloud technologies. Okay, these are the versions of Oracle. Okay. And again, after discussing the versions of Oracle, you also need to discuss something like something is there like software installation. What is it? Software installation. Software installation. Again, when I say software installation, there are several editions. There are several editions to install this software. See, we have to download Oracle 19c. Oracle 19c. So when you ask this to the Google browser, okay, Google browser is going to come up with 4 different options. One is what? Oracle. One is what? One edition is Oracle Express edition. Okay. And second one is what? Oracle Enterprise edition. Enterprise edition. I have just said, I have just said in the beginning, Oracle Express edition. We have many editions like, Oracle database editions. Under this database editions, you have Express edition and you have Enterprise edition. This will give you these 2 options. Which one I have to download, sir? Which one I have to download? And also there are 2 basic versions. There are 2 even basic versions like standard edition. Okay, and something like Express edition SC. Okay. Standard edition 1, SC1, Express edition, I mean standard edition SC, and you have like Express edition XE. Okay, and you have like what? You have like Oracle Enterprise edition. Okay. Enterprise edition is standing for what? E. Okay. These many versions are there. When you talk about versions, there are the latest version is 21C, but we are learning 19.C. We are learning this one. Okay. But when you are talking about editions, again you will get this many editions. Okay. What is this version and what is this edition? That understanding is required, right? What is a version? What is an edition? Okay. To understand this analogy, see guys, I went to purchase a mobile phone. Okay. I went to purchase a mobile phone, not now, back in 2023. Okay. So I use Samsung mobile. Okay. And when I went to purchase it, I have got many options. Okay. My Samsung series is Galaxy. Samsung Galaxy. I started with Samsung Galaxy. Okay. My old version was like Samsung Galaxy M30. Okay. This mobile was purchased in the year 2016. 2017. Okay, I have used this mobile for 3 years. So again, I went to the Samsung showroom. I have asked him to give me the same mobile, to give me the same kind of mobile. But he said, "Sir, we have that mobile, but the version has been increased." Okay, I think my screen is visible. So he said, we have that mobile. Basically, we have that mobile, but there was change in version. So I went to purchase Samsung Galaxy C30. It was purchased in the year 2017. I lost that mobile, and again, I like the performance of this mobile. I went to the Samsung showroom. I'm asking the same mobile from the salesperson. What he says, sir, we don't have Samsung M30 anymore, but we have Samsung M30s. It is just like Samsung M30, but we have some additional feature here. This was happened in 2019, let us say. So this was happened in 2017. Okay, and again my mobile has been lost. Okay, and recently I went to the Samsung showroom once again. I am asking him, I want this Samsung M30s. He's saying, sir, we don't have Samsung 130s now, right? And we have something like Samsung A17. Okay, and this is same like Samsung 130. Okay, but it has some added features. Okay, this is for 2014, 2020. I mean 2024. You talk about this. So this is what the version upgradation. One version is getting upgraded to another. This version is getting upgraded to another. Okay, and if you will be having the same feature, along with that there will be some added new features. They will introduce a new feature to impress the customers, to make sure that the Samsung is going to have the huge market. New features will be added. These Oracle versions are just like that. When you talk about Oracle versions, each and every version a new feature is getting introduced. Each and every version the new feature is getting introduced. It is not like that they are going to erase the old feature will be same. If there are any bugs, if there are any defects, that will be corrected, and those bugs and defects will be removed, and in the new future they will ensure that those bugs and defects are eliminated, and they will give another advantage, they will give another additional feature. This is what happening. That's why these are the versioning numbers. The idea is here is same. The fundamentals are same. Everything is going to be same. But only the new thing that is going to be what? You will be having a new futures. You will be having new things that is very much advantageous. Very much advantage. This is a new thing in 89. This is the new thing in Oracle 9i. This is a new thing in the Oracle 10G. At the same time, if there are any bugs in the old future, that will be removed. This is what the versioning concept. This is all about what? Oracle versions. But what is about editions? So you have just to say that something about what Oracle editions. What does it really mean? What does the editions mean? Edition means, and again, I went to the showroom. He said, "Sir, you have a new, we have a new version which is called as A17. Again, inside this A17, there are two variants. He has shown me three variants. One variant is it has the RAM capacity of, it has the SD card capacity of what 64 GB. Okay, and the another variant is 126 GB, 128 GB. And another variant is what 256 GB. He has shown me three different variants. So this is one variant, this is one variant, and this is one variant. So these variants are talking about, these variants are equivalent to what? Editions, Oracle editions. You call variants in the mobile. If you want to apply this knowledge, if you want to make it equivalent to the Oracle says we use editions. Editions is just like the variants. Each and every edition has its own advantages as well as some disadvantages. Okay. Oracle versions are like what? Samsung versions, and Oracle editions are like what? The Samsung mobile variants. Making sense? Right? Now, if you ask me what I have to download. So you have mentioned 4 editions. What edition I have to download? So we will be going for Oracle Enterprise Edition. Okay, it has all the features of Oracle. It has all the features. It has what? It has the full-fledged features of Oracle. Why cannot I choose the remaining editions? There are some drawbacks. Oracle Express Edition is something limited. And our standard edition is like it is for the school students. You want to do some basic things. If you want to ensure that the GUI, graphical user interface, and the operating system, the connectivity to the operating system is clear and simple, basic operations. Not you cannot think about developing an application. You just think about learning what is Oracle. In that case, you can go for these two versions. Since we are going to develop applications, we are going to do so many things in detail, we require to download Oracle Enterprise Edition. How much it is going to cost? It is what? It is free of cost. It is free of cost. Right? So let us also do that. Let me take some space here. Okay. So what we are going to download? So if you download Oracle Express Edition, yes, what are the disadvantages that you have in the Express Edition? It is just a basic software, not only Express, Standard Edition and Standard Edition one. The basic software, it will support futures partially. This is a basic software supports futures partially. Express Edition. Right? Example, it is not going to support the concept of, there is a concept of recycle bin. Recycle bin is one of the major topics, and you have something like flashbacks. Okay, you have something like a partitioning table. We have discussed that in the above. Partitioning table. These concepts are not applicable here. You have parsing like purging, etc. will not be supported by Oracle Express Edition. Okay, and what is this? We are going for Oracle Enterprise Edition. Okay, the advantages of going with Oracle Enterprise Edition is like, let me minimize this. Enterprise Edition. Okay, it is a complete and full-fledged edition. It is a complete and full-fledged edition. Okay, it is going to support all the features of Oracle database. Oracle database. Okay, example, all these features. Okay, recycle bin. These features will be available here. Recycle bin, flashback, partitional table, etc. These things are supported here, completely supported here. Now if I ask you what we are going to download, there are many versions. What software we are going to choose, what version we are going to choose. We're going to choose what? We are going to choose Oracle 19C. It's a version that we are going to choose. And what edition we are going to choose? We are going to choose what? Oracle Enterprise Edition. Enterprise. Okay. And if anyone is asking you how many features are there in Oracle, when the Oracle feature was first introduced, you should say 1980 because it is released in the market. But when it was first developed 1979, it was not official. It was limited to the corporation use. But for public releases 1980, the first version is 2.0. First version is 2.0 according to the public. Okay, don't get any confusion. And again, in your company, what is the latest version that you are using? If you get questions in the interview room, you should say 19C. So we are using 19C. Very important, right? And when you want to work on Oracle software, you need to do two things. You need to choose 19C as a version, and you need to choose Oracle Enterprise as an what? Enterprise as an edition. Version, this Enterprise as PRISC, this one, spelling mistake. Enterprise as an edition. Right, so we will do the installation tomorrow, complete installation tomorrow. We will do this installation in one of your systems. Okay, I want any one of you share your screen so that we will do the installation live. Okay, then we will start working on SQL queries. That's it, guys. That's it about Oracle. This is the complete introduction about Oracle. Today's class is the complete introduction about Oracle. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we're going to see